What's up, and welcome to the channel, or welcome back. I may even have to welcome myself back to the channel because of how long it's been since I posted a video. But whatever, that's a story for another day. Today, I'm flying Ethiopian Airlines 787-9 on one of their most interesting routes. But more on that later. Let me get myself to JFK Terminal 7 first. This is JFK Terminal 7. It is home to many airlines such as Kuwait Airways, ANA, Frontier, Lot Polish Airlines, and North Atlantic, but of course I'm here for Ethiopian Airlines on this very interesting route. So, about this flight. This is Ethiopian Airlines Flight 513, which goes from New York John F. Kennedy to Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Although it stops in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire on the way there. I will only be flying the leg to Abidjan, which is bookable, so you don't have to book the entire itinerary to Addis Ababa, but rather you can book just this long segment to Abidjan. Well, I hope that wasn't too confusing. If you still have questions, just drop them in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to get to them. But yeah, we're here airside at JFK Terminal 7 with a lot of time to kill. And I can't really lie, besides some shops, a food court, and some windows, you aren't gonna find too much to do here while you wait. Well, with the power of video editing, it is now time to board. Oh, and just a little observation, Ethiopian Airlines doesn't really do the group boarding thing. They kind of just say, 3, 2, 1, board, and then everybody runs towards the gate. But efficiency is efficiency, and that was on the plane soon enough. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the seat. When you first arrive, a blanket and a pillow are provided for you. In my row specifically, there were 2 big windows aligned with my seat. The in-flight entertainment screen, which we will look at more in depth later, can control the overhead light at your seat and is controlled by this remote on your armrest. The in-flight entertainment screen is touchscreen, so I found this remote kind of quite annoying because I kept hitting it with my arm, changing the settings of the TV itself, but it's whatever. Now, I can't lie to you, the seats aren't the most comfortable, and it may cause a bit of back pain for some of y'all, but, I mean, it's fine, right? I'm giving a lot of lenience here, but who cares? But, yeah, 14J will be my home for the next 9.5 hours on my journey towards the Ivory Coast. Well, let's now turn our attention back into the cabin. The IFE screen. The IFE screen has a place for movies, TV, audio, games, information about your flight, a survey of some sort, some Wi-Fi codes or something, some information about the flight, a menu, and other applications. The movie catalog is honestly impressive with tons of options in different categories. Additionally, the TV show section has a wide variety of options to choose from, which is great to see. And following the same trend, the audio section has a lot to choose from, although I didn't really find anything I'd personally listen to. The in-flight map on the 787-9 screens are really good. They're interactive and easy to use. Of course, like I said before, the remote control can also be used to control the IFE screen, but as I said, I found it annoying as I kept hitting it during the flight. As you may have remembered, the crew came around and passed out some amenity kits to the people in economy before takeoff. Let's take a look at what's inside of them. The amenity kit comes in a small plastic bag and includes things such as toothpaste, a toothbrush, and an eye mask and some socks. It's really good, especially when you think about the fact that many airlines don't really do economy class amenity kits anymore. Props to Ethiopian. Well, dinner service soon commenced, where the options were beef or chicken, or maybe fish. I honestly can't remember, but I'm telling you, go for the beef. This was incredible. The meal came with a nice little piece of steak, potatoes, carrots. We have a dessert on the side, a salad, and then of course we got the signature bread, crackers, and butter. I also got a Sprite to match my meal. I kid you not lying, this was one of the best economy meals I have ever tasted, if not the best. Everything from the steak to the salad to the potatoes to that dessert was incredible. They all tasted so amazing, and just really needed to get that point across. Pick the beef. Well, welcome to the bathroom. This one is as basic as they come. They have the toilet, then of course the baby changing table, and then of course we've got the sink and what looks like to be space for some extra something in here, but it's not being used. So that's the bathroom. Very, very basic. So, I don't know if you saw, but there was a lot of empty seats towards the back middle of the plane, and people were using them as beds for sleeping. And so, I'm going to pack all my things, and that's what we're going to do. So, this is my private row towards the back middle of the plane, where I will be laying down to sleep. I'm going to doze off, but I'll catch you when the sun rises and when we're approaching Abidjan. Well, I don't know if that was the greatest idea, sleeping lying down on 3 seats. My back hurts, my knees hurt, and I think my feet hurt. I couldn't tell you. I don't know what that sleep did to me, but we're 3 hours and 50 minutes out of Abidjan, and I think I'm going to return to my seat and figure something out. This is my breakfast of soggy waffles and fruit. The options were eggs or waffles, and I chose the wrong option in this case. These waffles were really soggy, and while there was fruit compote on top, there was nowhere near enough to satisfy anyone. There were also walnuts on top, and I don't really like walnuts. So, had I known this is what the waffles were going to be like, I would have picked the eggs.
Contact necessary with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign is off. We remind you to activate the terminal.
Well, that's it. This flight continues on to Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, but I get off here in the Ivory Coast to experience Abidjan. Well, thank you all so much for watching. If you guys have any questions about anything in the video, leave them down below and I'll be sure to get to them. Thank you so much all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.